Hey everybody, how's it going? Randy with Nerds Templar, and this is the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. And it is the divisional playoffs. It is the first round here for the Red Division to start things off as always. And what we have going in is 3 buys and then 10 other fighters. So 13 total playoff fighters here in the 21 fighter division. And that is going to be Byleth, Donkey Kong, and King K. Rool having those buys today for the red. And they will be playing after these 5 rounds here, 5 matches for the first round, that is. They will be playing in the next round, 4 matches. Byleth, the best seed, will have the worst winner from this first round. Donkey Kong, second seed, will have the second worst record winner. King K. Rool will have the third worst, and then the best 2 from this round here will fight each other next round, and that will happen right after these first 5 matches here. Then we'll jump right into the second round of the next 4 matches. So yeah, we'll find out. Terry is going to be up first against Young Link. That's a 14-6 versus a 9-11 matchup. Pyra and Mythra, 14-6 as well, taking on the 9-11 Zelda. Hero, 12-8, taking on Marth at 9-11. Again, a lot of 9-11s made it in, but not even all of them made it. Yoshi not making it. Dr. Mario, 11-9, is taking on the 9-11 Kirby. And finally, Simon, 10-10, against the 10-10 Mario. Terry defeated Young Link already. Pyra defeated Zelda. Hero defeated Marth. Kirby defeated Dr. Mario. And Simon beat Mario in their head-to-head matches in the regular season. So the only one that's really the higher seed doesn't have the win. Let's just put it that way. It's not necessarily that they should be the favorite technically coming into it. The only favorite, quote unquote, with the higher record that doesn't have the win coming into today is Dr. Mario over Kirby. Kirby winning that one. So that's where all of that is. And so I guess let's just pop right in and see who can win. Okay, so the thing is, what we got here in this first round, the 5 quote-unquote favorites, again, the ones with the higher records, the higher rank, so whoever the one that's going to be on the left side every time here, those are all in the top 8. That ends with the top 8, number 8 Simon versus the number 9 Mario, which is the cutoff for those who are moving next season from 9 to 15, rank 9 to 15. And so what we're doing here is Terry in his secondary skin from this season and next season as well, staying in the red here, Terry, against Young Link, 9-11. He's going to be moving to the green division. Oddly enough, Young Link only with 1 green skin, and it's actually the main skin, and so this is his best secondary for his upcoming division. What we're going to do here for all of the underdogs, the lower ranked fighters who are again then all moving on next season into the in this case at least into the green division. So that would be Mario, Kirby, Marth, Zelda, Young Link, Yoshi, and Ryu. Right now, Young Link taking some damage, but 73 on Terry at the moment. Young Link back to the stage. He's got those bomb resets down. And a super mushroom for him. Ooh, nice shot. Almost takes the lead with a knockout. Not quite. 92 to 160. Terry still a very big advantage with the percent there. But it'll slowly go away as Link gets him over 100% nearly. But the poison mushroom on Young Link, Terry's got the go, however, now actually over 100%. Now Young Link's really got to watch. You need to, oh, that'll definitely do it. Ow. This is where you need to watch. You need to get him out as soon as possible, or else he will take over the game with that 109 go. Young Link notoriously struggles sometimes getting those knockouts, so it's looking really good for Terry, almost getting a launch there at 44. Young Link proving me wrong with a nice launching knockout there himself, and he's gonna almost tie it back up. 44%, 49 on him. As we go, we have the number 4 Terry here. He's playing the lowest rank here, Young Link, 13. The ones eliminated, Yoshi at 9-11, Ryu 8-12, along with Brawler and Pit. They were all eliminated. Lucario, Jigglypuff, Greninja, all the Pokemon, and as Peach as well at the very bottom there. Those are all the ones eliminated. The bottom 6 staying here: Me, Brawler, Pit, Lucario, Jigglypuff, Greninja, and Peach in this division. Just in case you're wondering, those were the other fighters. And yeah, Young Link has brought this one back. A Poison Mushroom. I think he had a Super Mushroom, and then we had a size change where he went to normal and Terry got poisoned, so it was still his advantage. Again, size change, he's still big. He's still got this mushroom advantage and will take the lead because of it. Young Link just took the lead, I believe, for the first time in this match. 96% on his second here. Terry, though, now has the Super Mushroom, and perhaps they'll tie it right back up. He will indeed. Only 6% taken on that last stock. We're 1-1, though. Young Link in a very good chance to win this first match. Would be incredible. Again, lowest seed, lowest rank in this red division. Won't be here next time. Moving to green along with where Link went, his big brother. His older self went last season and is now, but is actually going to be leaving that division, so he won't be there next season in the green with him. 89% on Terry. Young Link doing some good work here. Supersized Terry, however, can tie this right back up. 48 on Young Link. He's got to be careful not to put Terry in go range. He did. 103. Oh, and that is, oh, so close. So close to the knockout for Terry. 90, and that is going to do it. Young Link, no way to return to the stage. Terry with a nice victory there, and that's all it took. That big mechanic that has kept Terry ahead in this this entire season, and probably will for a while in this league as long as we do it. Probably he is going to take the win because of that go. He is going to go ahead into the playoff round 2, and that means that he is going to be not against Byleth, Donkey Kong, or King K. Rool, because he was the top seed. So now he essentially is the next. He's just that next person. So really, just now we look at the rest of everybody else, and whoever is and rank those based on where they go. Yeah. So just think of him as almost like a bye, almost the fourth bye. But great job, Terry. Great job, Young Link. That was really close. A very, very close one there. Could have gone either way for sure. All right, match 2, and this is the same records, 14-6 versus a 9-11 again. Pyra was beaten by Terry, though, however, so bear that in mind. Interestingly enough, of course, if Pyra wins now, she will just be up against Terry then. Zelda, you can see in the green dress. She's going to the green next season. Valiant job she's done here in the red. 2 seasons now, our season 0 promo. She was here and making it again to the playoffs. She did not win last season. She made it to the playoffs last season. Didn't win her first match against Link, in fact. How will she fare in the green? Very good question. She usually does relatively well, so I feel like she has probably about the same chance in the green as she does in the red. Maybe a little harder. We'll see though. We'll see. Right now, very tied, 69-73. Some hits coming in, but not a bunch. The Super Mushroom for Zelda may be going to turn things around here. Gonna kick things off a little into high gear, maybe. No, maybe not. 70-100. Pyra and Mythra remain in the lead here, percent-wise, barely, just a bit. They will get that knockout on Zelda. 77 only. Pyra out at the moment. Poison Mushroom. Unlucky on the Mushroom spawn after you can almost always count on a Mushroom falling while your opponent is respawning if you get a knockout. And unfortunately for them, yeah, they get the poison instead of the Super Mushroom. Zelda was also poisoned there, back to normal size. Still no damage done since being back on Pyra or Mythra here. Mythra now out, 77. 42 on Zelda's second. This is not looking good for Zelda all of a sudden. She's starting to fall behind. Mushrooms away back in. The farther you fall behind, obviously, the more mushrooms you're going to need to come back. She does have a super for herself here. Can she take advantage of it? Doesn't look like it because Mythra just keeps attacking her, not allowing her to attack back. And now she's got a poison mushroom, and Pyra comes in, and she's ready to take her down in one big fiery strike. Can she get it? Yes, yes, there it is. It wasn't even that big of one, but easy. And Zelda, are we going to see a flawless in the playoffs here? Can you get the knockout, Zelda? Super mushroom for her. Mythra is in. Poison mushroom on Mythra. Super mushroom on Zelda. Yes, she gets the knockout. No flawless for Pyra and Mythra. That's good to see, at least. But yeah, it's definitely not looking good for Zelda here. And again, she was beaten just like Terry beat Young Link in the regular season. Pyra and Mythra beat Zelda in the regular season. 12-8 last season, 9-11 this season for Zelda. Fallen a little bit, but still, you know, again, commendable she was able to make it. She had a much better chance. She had chances at, you know, obviously the top 8 even at some points, I think. And she came close enough, but not quite able to finish it. Actually, maybe has a chance of getting another knockout here, but it's really not looking good. She does get another knockout. A beautiful Knight coming in there. 63 only on Zelda. Can she make a comeback? A Super Mushroom. Here we go. Wait a moment. Wait just a moment. She misses the Knight. Mythra, some beautiful damage. But Zelda doesn't drop like a rock, luckily. She's back to the stage. Mythra is poisoned, but only nothing on her. Not anything at all on that first stock. Another poison mushroom for Mythra. Pyra comes out. Super mushroom for nobody. Off the left side. It's 82 on Zelda. Still has a bit of a chance. Poison mushroom. She doesn't grab it. Oh, that was close. Shielding to like block herself from going further. Oh, but the teleport is gonna hit the ledge, the bottom of the ledge, and down goes Zelda. She didn't have a whole lot of chance. It's always unfortunate to see it end like that, especially in the playoffs. That's kind of too bad. But I believe that Pyra and Mythra were going to take that one. Zelda had, I don't know, maybe you could say like a 5% shot, maybe a little more than that, for whatever that means. She had a little bit of a chance, but not much. I guess it's okay. Pyra and Mythra are going to be another 14-6. Number 5 now winning, and that means we're going to have Terry taking on Pyra in that last match. So neither of them are going to have to go up against Byleth, Donkey Kong, or King K. Rool. Pretty much how it was going to be if they won. That's just the nature of being, the next 2 seeds, right? That's just what happens. A Hero coming up next is not going to have a chance now because they both won. He's definitely going to have to play. The best he can do is play King K. Rool with a win. So let's see what he does against Marth. All right, now 12-8. Number 6, Hero. 9-11, Marth. Number 11. 9-11, number 11. Marth from the yellow came to the red, and now you see he's got that green. Of course, the underdog, the lower record in the fight, like I said, means that he is going to be the one in the moving middle there. Hero, of course, going to stay in the red. Very strong fighter there. Like all the other ones in the top 8, right? That's why they're there. Beating out some other very tough fighters. Mario, Kirby, Marth here, Zelda. Hero, okay. He's back. He's okay. Marth is poisoned, 78 to 86 knockout there from Hero. And he gets a super mushroom afterward too. A nice little lead for him at the moment. Can he do any damage with that super mushroom? Once it wears off, he's going to be in danger. Poison mushroom, he knocks Marth into it. Again, he's going to have a little bit of a chance here to get some damage down. 22% misses the big explosion. 109. Heroes first. Back to normal size for Marth. Super mushroom spawns. Nobody grabs that one. Regular size fight for a moment here. Marth, nice attack. Nice attack. Hero goes down. Some good precision play there from Marth on the side. 25, 31, 38 on Marth now. as Hero comes back. 2-stock bout. Full MP. And a Super Mushroom from Marth. 55 on him as Hero continues to attack. Marth not getting any damage down. Poison Mushroom does not hit Marth. It goes back to normal size, however. No one hits the Poison Mushroom. Again, another natural size fight. 108 to 109. Oh. Not quite going to be enough with the Lightning Bolt there. Thought maybe it would be 131 on Marth, but no. Or 17 on Hero after a little bit of a heal, I think he did there. Maybe. 143 supersized Marth does not grab the Poison Mushroom. Loses the supersize though. Anyway. Ooh. And down he goes finally. Nice attack from Hero. Got a really, really nice lead now. Nearly an entire stock lead on Marth. And again, Hero defeated Marth in the regular season. Go back perhaps though. Could have been a close one. Who knows? Right now, not all that close. 67 on Hero. Marth has a shot if we can get a little bit more damage down, but Hero knocking him off the stage, grabbing the Super Mushroom, and then a Poison Mushroom. He's back to normal size. Dree keeping him on the left there for a moment. 69 to 72 as Hero heals again and takes a percent advantage as well. Hero has the stage, or Marth that is, has the stage. Control of it. Sort of. Now he's poisoned. Just one. There it is. One hit for Hero will do it. And down goes Marth. We have all the favorites, all the higher seeds so far winning. First 3 matches of 5 in this first round of playoffs. But a good job, maybe a little less good job by Marth. That was probably our least close match, right? And then Zelda, and then Young Link actually coming closest probably out of all 3 of those so far. As we're actually going in order from the of course highest and lowest seed fighting to closer and closer in rank as we go through these matches, ending with number 8 and 9. But before we get to 8 and 9, of course, we got number 7 and 10. Dr. Mario and Kirby. It's going to be strange not seeing Kirby and Mario in the Red Division next season. And I should also mention Marth. Great job for Marth. He was 7 and 13 last season in the yellow, coming up to 9 and 11 this season in the red, and making playoffs even though he lost there. I mean, a good job from him, doing an even better job than last season. Who knows how he'll fare in the green? That's a whole nother story, I guess. And also, Dr. Mario and Mario going to be split up now. Dr. Mario remaining here in the red, number 7. He was 11 and 9. That's a pretty good record. It's a pretty good record. I may keep you in the top 8 all the time, but that's kind of close. I think 12 and 8, you're pretty secure all the time to make the top 8. 11 and 9 is a little iffy there. Yeah, that can get start getting a little too close, I'd say, because there's in the green and in the blue. Actually, I take it back. Every single division, 11 and 9 is not enough, except this one. In fact, 10 and 10, one of 2 10 and 10s has made it in. Mario so very close to staying. Kirby, number 1 from last season in the red. It's just crazy how poorly he's done, but he was able to make a pretty big comeback and get into the playoffs, not into the top 8 to stay in his red division, but he at least made it into the playoffs, into a decent spot. So, he didn't have to take on one of those top 5 competitors at least. Gets a little easier now against Dr. Mario. A little more doable maybe than Terry or Pyra and Mythra. But of course, again, he was 13 and 7, number 1 last season here, tied in a big 13 and 7 tie, but he was still number 1 in that. Dr. Mario getting the first knockout, 110 on him currently. And also, by the way, Kirby had the bye, of course, when he was last season, but and then he won his second round, and then he won in the quarterfinals against Pokemon Trainer, and only in the semifinals did he finally lose against Captain Falcon. So he was actually top 4 once whenever we got to the postseason and all was said and done in the entire league. He was actually top 4 with Lucas. of all people, who didn't even make the playoffs this season. Sadly enough, unfortunately for him, in the blue there. Kirby getting the tying knockout, and as possibly could have been expected, he's going to keep this one close. By the way, again, Kirby is the one. This is the one match where the underdog actually won in the regular season against the favorite. And that is Kirby then. Defeated Dr. Mario already. Just needs to do it again, and then, hey, who knows what will happen? Who knows what will happen? He's either going to have Byleth or Donkey Kong if that is the case. Of course, Hero, yeah, it's going to be the case, obviously, because Hero winning gives him King K. Rool for his match. If that's, I mean, it's either that, Donkey Kong, or Byleth, so, I mean, pick your poison, really, in that case. Kirby gets a knockout on Dr. Mario, who cannot return the favor immediately. Does, almost immediately, though. Now 0-0, one stock each. This is also probably to be expected as we get closer in rank. The 11-9 versus the 9-11 here. Next, the two 10-10s face. Keeping it close, no one wants to take any damage. Kirby takes some there, though, 25-49. 60 on him now. Dr. Mario starting to pull away again. Missing those pills that keep bouncing right over Kirby. Won't bounce over him now, though. He's pulled the Super Mushroom. He's going to tie it back up. Almost tie back up percent, that is. Nice block by Dr. Mario of the down B. Wow, that was so close to a launching knockout for the win, but no, it's not going to do it. And then Dr. Mario pulls a poison mushroom. 48%, it could be enough with one big hit. Now he's got the Super Mushroom right after going back to normal size. Dr. Mario all of a sudden now again in the driver's seat, and he will do it. That'll be enough. Down goes Kirby. Dr. Mario takes it. And with that win, he is going to have Donkey Kong next. Whew. Wow. What a great one there. Great job, Dr. Mario. Great job again, though, Kirby. That was as close as they come. Man, almost did it. Almost, because he made the playoffs. It's too bad that he didn't make the top 8 to stay, but either way, he did enough to make it to the postseason. And once you get to that point, all you got to do is get some good matches, get some good wins. And who knows? You never know who can make it to the top. Unfortunately, he's not going to do it. But great on Dr. Mario. He is going to move on. Will his regular Mario counterpart do the same? Here we go, last match of the first round. 4 matches to go in our set for our second round to determine our 4 Red Division fighters moving to the league playoffs this Friday and Saturday. Simon, 10-10. Mario, looking like Luigi, 10-10. Got the poison mushroom right now, 46 on him already. That's danger zone with somebody like Simon with that chain. But yes, of course, as we mentioned, and as you can see, Mario is moving to the green. Simon will be staying here. His counterpart, whose name just escaped me for a moment, Richter. He's going to be moving to the red from the yellow next season. So we're actually going to see Simon and Richter, same division here, the red next season. Mario eliminated pretty quickly here, but 70 on Simon. He's got him close enough to do something here, perhaps. Perhaps. He's doing all the agile things he can to try to remain in this one. 75-30. Needs to get the knockout, though. A little bit of a size disadvantage here. Mario, a pretty average character all around. Like size, strength, all those things. Speed. Maybe a little underwhelming in the size and strength category, though. So that may be where it comes to bite him here. We'll see. He also, and he was another 13-7 in the red last season. He was number 4 in that 4-way tie. but still, just good enough to make the playoffs. He was, in fact, number 1. I'm sorry, he was number 3 in that tie. Donkey Kong was 4th. Mario was 3 because he was the first fighter out of the non-bye fighters. He was the first seed last season. League-wide playoffs to start off because we had a lot less fighters, but he lost in a big upset to the Ice Climbers, so he didn't make it anywhere in the playoffs last season. Simon, of course, new to the league. Like, we've had Terry, Pyra, and Hero all new, and Young Link, that is. Mostly all, then, fighting against, and Simon here, fighting against old fighters, Zelda, Marth, Kirby, and Mario. Zelda, Kirby, and Mario, all red competitors now, all also moving to the green. 3 of them from last season in the red, all moving on. Mario gets 1 knockout with the Super Mushroom there. Simon's just had complete control of this match. Too bad for Mario. You'd think this one would have been our closest one. Not quite. Mario has a shot here still. He needs to take no damage, which is not happening so far. Oh, Simon. If Simon just eliminates himself, that would also help Mario. Supersized at the moment. Simon could be just a hit away with that. Poison Mushroom back to normal. It's the Boomerang Blade. It's a lot of big attacks coming out on Mario right now. He has like very little chance at this point. 75% on that last stock, 85. He just can't even get a hit in edgewise. 0 on Simon's second. It's a near flawless. You could call that like a near flawless, pretty much, right? Got knocked out once, but he didn't take any damage on his second stock. However, now he did. He's up to 34. Not that that means anything at all. Still great chance for him. Somehow he gets that Super Mushroom instead of Mario, and that is going to be game at 100% even for Mario. Down he goes. Simon is going to be the last one moving on, so it's going to be Byleth taking on Simon. It's going to be DK against Dr. Mario. It's going to be Hero versus King K. Rool, or King K. Rool versus Hero, more like it. And then finally, Terry versus Pyra and Mythra. I think we are in for some good matchups. And yeah, again, let's just take one more quick look there at what happened there. Terry again over Young Link, Pyra beating Zelda, Hero over Marth, Dr. Mario over Kirby, and there Simon beating Mario. So all the favorites, all the higher records, or higher ranks at least in the case of Simon and Mario with the same record, all the higher ranks win here. Even Dr. Mario defeating Kirby, which didn't happen in the regular season. So pretty standard results, which we may see. I mean, that is like the most likely thing to happen, but honestly, it's not all that likely. So I would say it's very unlikely that we see that happen. It's almost very highly doubtful we see that happen in all 4 divisions. But we will start off that way. And again, it's going to be Byleth taking on Simon, DK against Dr. Mario, K. Rool versus Hero, and Terry against Pyra and Mythra. So let's get into it. Round 2, fight. All right, we're actually going to run those the opposite way around. So we're going to go back with the first 2 matchups we saw in round 1. Terry and Pyra, the 2 first winners. So this is the closest matchup, pretty much, but they all should be fantastic here. Because what we ended up with, of course, was the top 8. The top 8 in the 4 matches here. So this is great. This is great. This is number 4 versus number 5, and they are both 14 and 6. So obviously then Terry beat Pyra and Mythra. First match. And what we got going on here is primary skin, or I should say secondary skin, which we already saw for Terry there. Because he's the favorite and the underdog, if you will, not really as much in this case, wearing their tertiary skin. Everybody's still, though, here in the red division next season, and so we're going to be all skins that we saw from this season over again, but that's okay, right? So yeah, we do have Pyra and Mythra in their tertiary skin, their third choice, second option other than the primary, if you will. Terry eliminated first here, and this is, of course, the one that could go certainly either way. They could all go either way. Terry coming back strong there, especially with the Super Mushroom health, 91% knockout. We're all tied up again. This is big in 14 and 6. A very good record to have going into the league playoffs. Should get you a pretty good spot in the standings. even a favored spot, a top spot, top half that is, right? Of 16 fighters. No buys or anything like that, but you will have not really any kind of home field advantage or anything, but you will be the first fighter, the one on the left. You're in the top 8. Oh man, Pyra and Mythra, another beautiful knockout there. And that is going to be a nice lead for them. 50, now 64% on that second. Terry, though, a huge flurry of blows. 86. Takes him to 86, and maybe one more hit could do it after that. So he's brought this just about back to even. The Super Mushroom falls to him. And the Poison Mushroom hits Mythra, or Pyra, that is. Sorry, their tertiary skin actually makes them, kind of almost switches their colors around. So that is Pyra there, blonde hair with the white outfit. And then Mythra has the red outfit and the red hair this time. Missing the big fiery sword attack from the with the Super Mushroom, and now Poison Mushroom knocks Pyra back to normal size. 133. Can Terry get the knockout eventually here? No, not quite. 47 on him on that last stock. Pyra and Mythra looking for, again, not much of an upset, but the first underdog to win. Maybe. 52. Terry gets the knockout, 52% on him, but the Poison Mushroom for Terry. And he almost just eliminated himself. He's back. No worries. No worries other than the fact that he's mini-sized, and Mythra, that is, just pulled the Super Mushroom. Do they switch? Does Pyra come in for the final blow? Not quite yet. Is Mythra going to try to finish it off? 99 on Terry. Terry's now got to go. Are they going to make the exact same mistake as Young Link did? Terry, 112. Mythra, 21 only, though, on Pyra and Mythra. So they don't have as much to worry about nearly as Young Link did. But still, it's like one attack away, and Terry's going to have you in launching range because of that go. And he's looking for it, especially if you're going to jump up above him like that. 146, though. It's one hit. Mythra. Switch into Pyra. No. Mythra really wanted to do that herself, and she does. And then Pyra comes in after the fight's over. And Pyra did not do that. It was Mythra. That's hilarious. She like wanted to hide it. Like she wanted it real bad, and then she wanted to just like escape into the shadows. And the silent killer, right? Like, oh no, it's all Pyra. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the woman behind the curtain, Mythra. What a win, though. I mean, again, they were both 14-6, but Terry did have the victory in the head-to-head over her, so they did come back strong, and they are moving on either way. It was going to be a 14-6 there moving. And either way, they're right next to each other in rank, so not a whole lot going to change. But it could. I mean, being number 6 rather, or number 5 rather than number 4 could change very slightly where you are in the league standings. But either way, Pyra and Mythra are moving on, and Terry's not. That's what matters. That's the bottom line. All right, now this one you may or may not remember actually. Set 19. They fought. Hero beat King K. Rool. So we got the 15-5, number 3 King K. Rool. 12-8 Hero. It's number 6. But he has the victory. Very interesting. Very interesting. So can he do it again? Can you do it twice? That's the real question. I'm just gonna stand there and wait for a moment. Just think about things. He's got this slight percent lead, but against somebody so big, it doesn't always matter. Rool doing some good damage, but oh man, the Poison Mushroom and then the massive explosion from Hero there, and that is going to be the first knockout. Hero taking it on K. Rool. 51 only on Hero's first. Gets the Super Mushroom. 61 now. 7 on K. Rool's second. Gets the Poison Mushroom on him. We've got a huge size disadvantage. Hero back to normal. K. Rool back to normal. Hero gets one more hit, only 18%. 62 on Hero on his first stock, so that's not much of anything, but ooh, almost gets launched there. 2 nice shots. 91 now on him. 2 nice shots from K. Rool. What is happening? Hero's back to the stage. Poison Mushroom, though. Did he go the whole way down there to get the Poison Mushroom? Well, there you go, Hero. You got it. You happy? Knocked out 25 only on King K. Rool's second. He just brought this right back to even. And now, Hero, you got a lot more work to do. Poison Mushroom again on K. Rool, though. It's going to give him a chance. Back to normal. 35. 58 after K. Rool grabs the Super Mushroom, but still taking that damage. He's looking for... Ooh. Hero. Nice attacks. Wastes all that Super Mushroom of King K. Rool. He's has him at 82% as well. Make it 89. More attacks, 92. Another big attack, 113, the Electric Sword. But it's not enough. Oh, and he dodges the Super Mushroom. K. Rool grabs it, and the big boxing glove comes out, and down goes Hero. K. Rool takes the lead. Super Mushroom right now, 29% from that belly flop and body slam. Hero gets another of those, like, I don't know if that was the same type of explosion, but it worked the same. Had the same effect. K. Rool, Hero, we're all tied up 41-43 last stocks. Hero, do not eliminate yourself. He's done that several times. He keeps going for the kaboom. That one misses. And K. Rool's got the Super Mushroom. Can you live through this, Hero? Nice attack. Nice attack using all the magic power he's got at his disposal right now to try to take the big Kremlin King out. Single elimination you cannot afford. This is sudden death at this point, especially K. Rool 107, 67 on Hero. They're both in launch range because of the size difference. 87 on Hero, 107 on K. Rool. Misses the body slam. Both regular size at the moment. 107 to 104, it's all tied up. And Hero, he's able to make it back, does not hit his head off the bottom of the stage. That is great to see. He's got the Super Mushroom, K. Rool above him, and that's all she wrote. Hero is the hero of the story indeed. Wow. What a win for him. Again, taking K. Rool down. Not only did he drop K. Rool out of that, I think that was, oh no, it wasn't the set that dropped him out of number one. It definitely wasn't because it was so recent, but it actually did probably put K. Rool, if King K. Rool beat Hero back when they fought the first time, K. Rool probably would have locked in the top 3 at that point. So he kept it open for a lot of others to make it in, including himself, I believe, at that point. I would imagine 11-7, K. Rool 13-5, 2 matches left to go. Yes, I think he did still have a chance. Didn't end up there, but hey, he got the win right here, and that is what really matters. And now all of a sudden, we had the 5 favorites win in playoff round 1, and right now we had the first 2 were upsets in playoff round 2. Of course, starting off with the closer of the matchups, but still, number 3 versus number 6. The number 6 just won. What will happen next? I guess let's look at these stats real quick here. Man, that was a great one, though. Hero will move on. King K. Rool, that is too bad for you, my friend. Had your bye, and then your first match ever in the playoffs, because this is your first season in the league for King K. Rool there. Can't pick up any playoff wins this season. Too bad. Hero, same for him though. First season in the league, does pick up 2 wins for himself already. Looking great. But interestingly enough, again, in this match, Donkey Kong, the 14-6, I'm sorry, the 16-4, amazing record. Donkey Kong taking on the 11-9 Dr. Mario. Not such an amazing record, but still good. Dr. Mario actually won this matchup, so another underdog who won their head-to-head in the regular season. He won way back in set 3, he beat DK. So maybe Donkey Kong was still getting used to everything new, all the new things in his red division here. He was number 4 last season, 13-7. Did well for himself. Got himself a playoff win. He's the only one because the first 2 had buys, Kirby and Peach. So not including them, Donkey Kong, and then only including Mario. Then Mario lost, Donkey Kong won and beat Fox. So yeah. Something for him, I guess. Lost to Captain Falcon himself, just like Kirby, but a round earlier in round 2. Got the knockout already on Dr. Mario, but Dr. Mario looking for one himself here, even though he's already up to 88%. Super Mushroom, see if it helps him. He's lost it. 119 to 88. Donkey Kong almost an entire stock lead right now. It is basically, with that percent, on Dr. Mario. 103 now. 127 as DK is not taken out yet. Oh, he's coming in. The pill stops him. Stops his charge. And Dr. Mario again. It's going to be okay. 111 though. DK. Donkey Kong does it. Still doesn't get the knockout, but he does get the super mushroom. And wow, what a nice dodge and counter by Dr. Mario, but it won't be enough. DK, still supersized, does get that knockout. 161. Surely we aren't going to see a flawless victory, will we? Nope. Yeah, way too much percent there for that to happen. Super Mushroom Dr. Mario will get one. But again, full stock lead for Donkey Kong, 2-1, 0%. What does Dr. Mario have in the tank? Anything. Can he pull this off? I don't know. I don't think so. I have a feeling he can't. Wow. Super Mushroom Donkey Kong almost instantly eliminates him. And that's going to be that. He was not very happy about losing to Dr. Mario before, was he? And DK will be just fine. 221 match. That's probably our fastest one so far, right? I think it might be. Dr. Mario, sorry to see, but hey, someone's gonna lose, and we are again. We're getting farther away in records here, but like I said, Dr. Mario did win that head-to-head, so he had as much a chance as anybody to win this. Donkey Kong, though, is going to be the first of the favorites to actually win his match, and that is going to put him in a great spot. I mean, pretty much still the same spot he was going to be in, because Byleth is really the only one above him that he could replace, but it could happen. It could happen. He's at least he's going to be a 16-4 that is in the league playoffs, so that bodes really well for him, I would say. He's definitely going to be top 8. He's going to be top half of the league playoffs. I would be almost guarantee that, and maybe we'll even take a look at that at the end here. But yeah, great job, Donkey Kong. Great job. All right, final match. Our number 1 in the red, Byleth, up against Simon. It's number 8 because we had the top 8 making this round 2 here. He's number 8, she's number 1. And even more recent than Hero beating K. Rool in set 19, set 20, Byleth beat Simon. And so we do have the favorite here with the head-to-head victory. Can she do it again, though? Again, it's not easy. I do remember this. We're talking about 2 fighters here with a lot of weapons, very strong weapons at their disposal. Byleth's a little more melee, Simon a little more ranged, but neither of them exclusive, because Byleth has that extremely strong bow and arrow we've seen, and obviously Simon has that incredibly strong chain, the chain whip. It's got him this far, and also got Richter into the playoffs in the yellow. Poison Mushroom, though, 56 on Simon, 81 on Byleth. He's doing a good job. Nice dodge with the Poison Mushroom, dodging that giant halberd, which is, again, the thing that has basically gotten Byleth to this point. The halberd, all her weapons are quite strong, but the halberd, far and away, is the thing you need to watch out for against her. Great range, crazy strong. Poison Mushroom on Simon, 56. Byleth could bring this right back because of that. 132 on her. Sword Strike not quite going to do it, but it was close. 70 on Simon. Simon retaliates. 146 knockout on Byleth. He takes that first knockout. And here we go. Byleth is... Oh! Another 2 nice blocks from Simon. What a great play by him right now. He is on fire in this one. He wants it. He wants it so bad. And he's not going to have the greatest spot at 10-10. He's actually going to be, he could be one of the lowest. If he makes it in, he could be up against another red fighter. Who knows? But hey, again, if you make it in, you just got to win. It's better than losing, right? Yeah, even if you got to fight someone tough, like we said about Kirby, like as long as you're there, the way things are going, you're always going to have at least a little bit of a chance. It's hilarious seeing them both come back to the stage using their chains. Nice attacks by Simon. Wow. 95, 101 to 104. Simon still on his first stock. Byleth 2 left. This is a great fight right here by Simon. Can you get the elimination? Yes, he can. 1-3 right now. Simon 115. I doubt it's going to be a flawless. But wow, what a fight right now. I don't think he can lose this unless he does something really silly. It's possible. Very possible. Some mushroom help could definitely get Byleth back into it. She needs to get the knockout. This is surprising for her. We rarely see her struggle so much for a knockout there. She is going to get one. It didn't even seem like he got launched all that far, especially for a super or poison mushroom on him. Right? Poison mushroom on Byleth now is that's what she gets for all her troubles. Super mushroom puts her back to normal size, but it's not going to be enough. Another poison mushroom for her, and it's not good. It's only a 1 stock lead now for Simon, but it is an entire stock and more at this point. Again, 70%, 78 on Byleth. Can she even get back to the stage? No. Simon, again, some nice precision projectiles there to give him the win. What an amazing victory for Simon. Just took down #1 in the division. Down goes Byleth. All the hard work she did this season to get to #1. All for nothing. All for nothing. Simon takes her out. And again, she had the head-to-head. She had every advantage coming into this. Everything was looking Byleth for this one, but Simon says nay. And so we have Donkey Kong, the top of this division, and then Pyra and Mythra, then Hero, and then Simon. That's our 4 that make it. Donkey Kong was #2 coming into this. Pyra was #5. Hero was #6, and Simon was #8. That is our 4 for the red division. That is incredible. It's incredible. All right, so again, we had Simon beat Byleth there, Donkey Kong over Dr. Mario, Hero beat K. Rool, and Pyra and Mythra over Terry. That's our top 4, our only 4 for the red. Not a whole lot to talk about just yet here, but as we move on through the divisional playoffs, we get more fighters that we know are making that league playoff top 16, the Super 16, if you will. Super Smash Bros. 16. We'll have more, more data. We'll have more information on where everybody's going to fall in that 16 rank. But as things are right now, we can say this much. Donkey Kong is the highest seed out of the 4 we know, obviously. He's #2, so that's also going to play a part. The first thing that's going to matter, of course, is the record. 16-4 Donkey Kong. That is extremely strong. The only ones who can tie or beat him are, there's 3 in the green. There's actually a lot in the blue. There's 6 in the blue that could. I'm sorry, I take that back. There's actually only 1 of those. I was thinking 14. There's only 1 in the blue, 3 in the green, as we said, and then there's going to be 1 in the yellow. And so Donkey Kong, by far and away, is going to be top 8. He might even be able to be like top 4, definitely top 5 in the entire league here in the league playoffs. It's looking great for him. Pyra and Mythra, even 14-6 is looking pretty good for top 8, which you would maybe expect. That's the top 8 would be the top half of fighters, and Pyra is the second of 4 here. So it's kind of what you would expect. Of course, we did have all those 3 upsets out of 4 there. So Pyra mid. This happened to Donkey Kong last season as well, because he was #3 non-bye seed. And he was out of that whenever all was said and done in that first round of playoffs. He ended up the highest seed coming out of that first round, because the ones above him, Wolf and Mario, namely, both lost. And just like this one, but there was only one person to lose, and it was Byleth, and it actually happened. Can't believe it. But anyway, yeah, that's going to put Hero is 12-8. It's an okay record, but who knows where that'll really get you? Not sure. And then Simon with 10-10. Hey, again, he's there. That's what really matters, but he may end up with a pretty low seed. He may also end up having to, he might even have to fight DK for all we know. But we will find out, obviously, again, like I said, as we get more fighters into the top 4 here, every division, we will know where everybody stands. And after the records, of course, the next tiebreaker for those who have the same records as each other from different divisions, who of course didn't fight each other, the next tie-breaking thing would be where were you rank-wise? And that's why we know Donkey Kong was ranked number 2, Pyra was 5th, Hero was 6th, and Simon was 8th. So those will possibly matter. And if that is also the same, then we're going to have to just look at how long they maintain that position, or how many sets they were at that rank or better. So taking Donkey Kong into, for an example, if he were to tie somebody else who was ranked number 2 at 16-4, is there somebody, you may ask? Yes, Kazuya in the green is ranked number 2 at 16-4, so it's possible this happens. And so we would have to ask, okay, so then out of Donkey Kong and Kazuya, who was ranked number 2 or ranked number 1 for more sets during the regular season? And if it's the same amount, then I don't know. I guess we'll just have to never do it and never find out. No, I don't know. I'll think of the next tie-breaking thing after that. There's probably something we can figure out. In fact, for those who are not rank 1 in their divisions, another tiebreaker would be, did you beat rank 1? And if you didn't, okay, did you beat, get an example for the rank 2s. Okay, if you didn't beat rank 1, did you beat rank 2? Okay, did you beat rank 3? And on until we have a tie break there. Just like we did in the division tiebreakers, we can do the same thing for that. So it'll all work out. We'll definitely have definitive ranks for everybody. So that's that, guys. And again, obviously, we're gonna have in the league playoffs. It's gonna be number 1 takes on 16, number 2 against 15, and 3 against 14. You know, just like it works usually in a bracketed situation. So that's what we're doing. And that's going to be the first round. The first round of finals for the league playoffs is going to be one entire day. That's going to be Friday, and it's going to be again 8 videos. So, 8 matches. So not a ton. It's going to be a little shorter than usual, but it's going to be epic as we then narrow it down to just 8 fighters left. And that's going to take us into our final day of finals on Saturday. We're going to have those first 4 rounds. Which will take us to, of course, only 4 fighters left, and then we'll just go from there. We're going to see everything on Saturday, the rest of everything on Saturday. The 8 fighters, the 4 fighters, the 2 fighters. So hope to see you then. Maybe a couple other things there too, since it'll be a little shorter. Maybe a couple other special matches thrown in there. But anyway, that's it for now, guys. Hope to see you for the next playoff round. And if you don't want spoiled and don't listen anymore, thanks, like, subscribe, comment. But for the green next, we're gonna have Me Gunner taking on Corin, Crom versus Little Mac, Piranha Plant against Villager, Wolf versus Link, Mega Man taking on Bowser Jr. The blue division's playoffs, it's Banjo and Kazooie against Palutena, Snake versus Inkling, Captain Falcon against Wario, Roy taking on Meta Knight, and Cloud versus Ness. And finally, in the yellow, it's Min Min against Ice Climbers, Olimar versus Joker, Sephiroth against Game & Watch, Robin taking on Richter, and Isabelle versus Ike. That's that, guys. Hope to see you there. And if you want to know, Bowser, Kazuya, and King DDD for the green buys. Blue buys have Ganondorf, Sora, and Steve. In the yellow is Incineroar, Mii Sword Fighter, and Ridley. I'll catch you for those. And then the finals. This is Randy with Nerds Templar in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. Peace.